Let's go for green.
We are live.
Yeah, I got to go, Rodney. I'll catch you later, mate. Thanks for having me.
You're gonna make Brad think that
he's missed the show.
You're gonna make Brad. I guess I ought to silence me.
Yeah. No, that ain't good. Let me put these down. These are too delicious, mate. I'll tell you, they're peas, but they're dried, and they got a little bit of salt on them.
You like those, do you?
Ooh, the first time I've had them. And I thought, geez, that's making me thirsty. So I had to get another one of them.
There you go. Hey, Blind Neil, good morning. Brad Alston, good morning again. Brad was on the live streams this morning, except for mine.
Sorry, mate?
Brad Alston. He was on Dennis Lovelady's live stream, but he didn't see fit enough to come on to my early morning live stream.
Well, let me tell you something. Adrian was a no-show again this week.
Is that right? Hey, I just want Brad to know I'm just joking, brother. I'm just teasing you. Hey, Gary, Brand Ariels, how you doing? So Adrian was a no-show, huh? He was. He sent me a message about an hour ago going, sorry, brother, I went to bed. It's been a big week. Fair enough. You know, he's had a hard week. I'm the last thing on his mind. Well, I mean, gee, you know, even young people have to go to bed early sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Like myself. Yeah, sometimes.
Or now us old farts like me, we have to go to bed really early.
You get up fairly early though, don't you?
Oh, you know, I wish I would stop waking up at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning and then not being able to go back to sleep. I am so tired of that.
Yeah, I know. And you only get like 5 hours and you're up again.
Yep.
You know, I'm like that. Oh, sorry, mate. Bleh, bleh.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Chris.
Chris Hope. Hey, Chris, how are you, Dennis? Brand Ariels. Oh, yes. All the regulars, mate. Good on them. I was just saying the other day, too, that he's a familiar face.
Hey, Peter, how you doing?
Hi, Rodney. Doing well, thanks. Fancy running into you again here, Matt.
I know. Hey, check this out, Peter. Oh, did you get one?
On what? One of those?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, no.
I did.
I got one of these.
That's full of whiskey. 400 AGL.
Good morning, Ray Ingleton. Let me say good morning to people here. SJM, the drone flyer. Brett Arios. Chris Hope. Blind Neil. Dennis Lovelady. RC Funds Diversion. Good morning again, John.
Hey, Dennis. Pete's getting nailed in the chat already.
What have I done now?
Wow, Peter looked wasted.
We have a round crowd, do we?
I've had one sip and that's it.
Doesn't take much, eh?
But no. How many glasses did you have before that one sip?
We won't get into that.
Hey, Wendell. Good morning, brother.
Hey, Wendell.
Did you see Wendell's post on Monday?
No.
It was such a good. He did such a good song, and dang if I can't remember it now. It was an old song because it was one. Oh, Dr. My Eyes.
Oh, Dr. My Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a cover of Dr. My Eyes by Jackson Browne, and he did it good. Man.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
That is the first Window Live video that I have missed. Shame on me.
Answer me this because you do this, Dennis.
What's that?
I said, answer me this because you do it. If I was to sit down and play the guitar and have a bit of a sing and sing some song, is that will it be picked up on a copyright?
Yes,
it will.
If you do it right, absolutely, it will be.
If you do it right.
I mean, if you're close enough.
Not much chance of that,
recognizable. YouTube will recognize the song. It will. It's okay. Amazing. I mean, I'm not that great, right? I don't do that well, but even with my limited experience, it picks up on mine.
Right. Even if you change the key and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it is. The algorithm. I've looked at the. It's called an algorithm. The algorithm for how that gets done. It's really fascinating. People much smarter than I came up with that idea. The Shazam people came up with it originally. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. I'm just going to check this file off that I just rendered. I'll see if it worked. Ugh. You don't use DaVinci, do you, Dennis?
I do.
Are you kidding?
No, that's what I use.
Okay.
Version 16.
Righto.
It started on 12.5.
I'm not rendering very well, mate. Not rendering very well at all.
Good morning, Dean. Again, how you doing today? Hey, Wendell, do you mind if I post a link to your video in the chat?
Oh, he's going to hate that.
It has been. Well, all he got to do is say no if he doesn't want me to do it. I would never do it without him being okay with it. So, good morning, Tomas O'Sullivan. How are you today?
Hey, Tomas.
Thomas, how
all right.
Got to get the accent right.
I know. Got to work on that. So Dennis.
Yes.
Render settings, man. What do you got for me?
So it's extremely slow?
Oh, no. The quality of the render is horrendous. It looks terrible.
Do you do custom or do you do YouTube or something else?
Custom.
I can go downstairs and take a look.
Oh, look, mate, don't go in any trouble. It's all right. That's all right, mate. Don't worry about it.
No, it's absolutely no trouble. Just need to go downstairs.
Seriously, you don't have to, mate.
I want to help you out if I can.
I've got Spark footage, which I've upscaled to 4K, gone into DaVinci, done all the color grading and all that sort of stuff, and it looks terrible. Looks fine in DaVinci, looks terrible on render.
Oh, wow. I usually start with the YouTube, and the only thing I change is from MOV to QuickTime, from QuickTime to MP4.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well, if you don't go into custom, it doesn't matter. Then it's all right.
But that'll still tell me what the custom settings are. Or custom will still tell me what the YouTube settings are. So.
Do you do color grading and all that sort of stuff?
I do, yeah. I don't always, but I often do.
Hey, Rick. Hey, you don't know this, Rodney.
Hello, Rick Halber. How are you doing? What don't I know, Matt?
Oh, here we go. I get a message from Rick last week. Enjoy your gifts. And I'm going, what? I get home from work because I haven't been to my letterbox. And there's 2 Extreme Pros there, 120
Whoa.
gig.
Wow.
And a holder for all my waterproof holder for all my SD cards.
Wow.
Oh, I have one of those. I love that thing.
Man,
Those are really handy.
And that was from Rick Halber.
yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, it's about time Rick Halber finally stepped up and did something, huh?
yeah, really. I mean, geez.
Oh, mate, I couldn't believe it. You know, God.
The guy never does anything for anybody.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
No.
You know, I even talked to him about how he needed to be just a little bit more generous.
But the fact is, the funny thing is, though, he sent me his PayPal account and go, "Can you please put $120 in there?"
There's the Rick Halber I know and love.
Only kidding, Rick. Only kidding, Rick. Sorry, mate.
Okay, you know what? We can't be picking on Rick. I don't know if he can come into the panel, but we can't pick on him without him being here. That's not fair to him. He's in the chat, but
he is the most giving and loving man that I know. And
absolutely, I agree. Rick, check your email, brother, and if you can, pop on in here.
I'm going to have to drop out if he comes in. You know that, don't you?
Oh, no, you don't. You're going to have to stay here and take the music. Face the music, as they say.
I hope you don't get a copyright strike.
Before I get into that, I'm just trying to get this live stream on my.
Sorry, man. That's hassling you out, dude. Don't worry.
They're up.
Oh,
Now I'm curious why Rodney Bell doesn't show up in my list of subscribed channels.
Wow. Ole.
yeah, ole.
Andrew Altschwager, good morning or good day, sir. Or good evening, I guess it is, as it were.
What is it, mate? Lift it up. Oh, Shiraz. Okay.
It says, looks like get fired.
Wood fired, it is.
Wood fired.
Yeah. 2018.
Oh,
Good year, I believe.
We got to get Andrew. Well, Andrew's closer to you, so he could pop over and have a drink with you.
So Rick's not going to be able to come on. So I just wanted to give him the opportunity to come on here and defend himself. So, but he said he's got to keep his leg up, and I get that he needs to do that. So his health is more important than being on my live stream. So
I hear everything. Oh, Rick, I'm in trouble now.
Ron, did I send you a link as well?
That's the thing with these live streams. You can have all those people in the live chat, but you never know who else is listening.
True.
Right. That's right. Usually my 3 are the ones in the chat, though, so it's all good.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It doesn't. It resets when you go to custom. So that's not right. I always thought you could like start with YouTube and then go to custom and refine.
Okay.
Those settings. No, it remembers your last custom settings and it uses those. That's unfortunate in this case. I guess it's fortunate usually, but in this case, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, because you've got to set your timeline too. Make sure that's all good.
Right. Yeah. So I guess your timeline, do you do that at the same resolution as your output or?
Always.
Me too.
Good morning, Ron Lockwood. Just noticed you were in the chat.
Ron Lockwood, how are you, buddy? Have a good sleep, mate.
So I started back to work on Thursday.
You did go back.
I did go back. So let me tell you the story. There's a story.
Mm.
Well, when I got out of the hospital, I stopped by the office and, was saying hi to everybody a couple of days after I got home anyway. And my boss goes, "When do you think you'll be able to come back? Because we really need your assistance." And I says, "Well, I don't know when, but if, I'll talk to the doctor. And if he says it's okay, then I'll come back. But I'm sure there's going to be restrictions on me and I won't be able to build anything because these computers that we work with weigh over 25 pounds. And then a couple of the servers weigh even more than that."
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, "Well, that's fine. All you have to do is just instruct the rest of us how to do it." That's easy enough. So we had all these projects. We had like 5 projects that had to be out in a 3-month period. So I go in Thursday morning. That had to be out, and I call my boss, and we're talking. I said, "So tell me about what project needs to be done first." He goes, "Well, all the projects have been put on hold." And I'm like, "What do you mean put on hold?" He goes, "Well, we haven't gotten any of the funding yet."
Uh-oh.
So I didn't need to start back right away.
Wow.
So anyway, I'm glad I did because,
So you didn't go in Friday either?
No, I did go in Friday. I went in yesterday. So
you did to do enough.
Oh,
isn't that amazing?
Ron Brown, well, good evening or good morning. Welcome to the chat. And I don't make the computers. We buy them from a vendor and then we set them up and configure them to work with our simulators that we build for the Navy. So that's a little bit of what I do. But I have to admit that Thursday morning I was kind of frustrated that I could have taken another week off.
Yeah.
So
maybe you should take next week off too.
Maybe. Hey, Carpenter Rick. I probably won't take any time off now because unless they force us to. There's stuff we can do. I mean, my shop needs to be straightened up. I went in Thursday morning and was just flabbergasted at the mess. So, but it's understandable. We had to make or build 35 computers for the Japanese. So that's what they were doing while I was in the hospital and convalescing, which personally, I'm glad I missed that. I wasn't looking forward to it to begin with.
Mm.
So did you go do any flying today, Matt?
Not today, mate. No. I was home all day today. Oh, I went to the shops actually. So I actually got some toilet paper. What?
Oh, all right.
Good deal. I read a story. Rick Halber sent me a story from out of Australia, somewhere in Australia. This guy that had like 3,200 rolls of toilet paper that he had hoarded.
Yeah.
And he went back to the store and asked for a refund on it.
Yeah. Drake's. He $10,000. $10,000 worth of gear of toilet paper and hand sanitizer. And he went to offload it on eBay, but eBay shut him down. And then he went into Drake's. Now, I'm not sure just how true that whole story is, though, because the article that I read pointed to the fact they actually interviewed the fella. Now, I'm kind of guessing they didn't. Hey, Mel, how are you?
Morning, Mel.
Morning, gentlemen.
I got you
no,
the other day, mate.
I'm sorry?
I said I got your sub the other day.
Okay, now I got the other audio muted. Now maybe I can hear.
I said I got your sub the other day. Subscription. You did push the button, didn't you, or was it an accident? Well, tell me if it's an accident.
Yeah, I can't imagine what happened there.
It was an accident. So,
Yes, I knew it was. I thought, what?
Well,
just tell him
you
it was
set
an
yourself up for it, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You tell me if it's an accident, and I knew it was.
And speaking of apologies, I owe you one, Mel, for I didn't even think about your possibility of flying this morning. So
No, it
I
was,
ate your time.
and I owe you too, because somebody said, I think it was Brad. He said, are you flying this morning, or are you going live? Or I said, well, my sunset's like in 4 minutes, you know.
I didn't see it in the chat. I apologize. I missed so much in the chat. So much.
It's kind of hard to get everything going and get the title entered in and get the drone in the air and do all that in 4 minutes when you've only had half a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Well, I would
And
have.
I've got this weird thing going on again. Dennis is upside down.
Wow.
I am?
Remember, Rodney, I sent you a screenshot of that or something the other day?
Yeah.
It's doing it again. Dennis is upside down in my StreamYard's view.
Well, that's
Wow. That's crazy because he's vertical here.
weird.
Yeah,
I am here too.
he's right side up in the YouTube.
he's right side up here too, even though we're in Australia. He's still right side up.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I didn't realize that worked that way.
I don't know how it happens, but it's the strangest thing. In fact, tell you what I'm going to do.
Take a selfie.
Snap that picture.
Well, you're setting that up. I want to say good morning to Don Joyce. Welcome to the chat.
Don Joyce.
Ron Brown, welcome to the chat.
The man himself, the
Northeast
dog.
Drone Productions. Man, that Northeast Drone Productions has got to be a troll.
Is
Yeah, I don't know. Something happened, Rodney, the other day. I ended up on that channel. I don't know what the heck happened.
It's suggested interest videos for you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, autoplay, mate. You want to get rid of that.
Oh, okay. I knew I had something in my settings all messed up.
Yeah.
Nancy, in the spirit of Durango and Silverton, good morning. Welcome to the chat.
So I apologize, Matt. I didn't realize that somehow your subscription list had gotten dropped there, you know?
Yeah, that's all right, mate. I'm still subscribed to you, no matter what. So, you know,
You better check and make sure, you know, because sometimes and that hasn't happened in a long time. That's the first time in a long time that I've went to a channel and it's like, what do you mean click subscribe? Why is that button red, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You hadn't subbed, that's why. I mean,
There it is. Okay, Dennis. Oh. Now what in the world? I can't function. Okay, share this picture. Dennis. What am I missing?
Rick.
Peter and Rick having
driving a boat,
conversation.
holding my fishing pole at 5 a.m.
And that was yesterday.
You sure that's your fishing pole, Rick?
Supposed to be in isolation, Rick. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you get arrested if you tried that here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not allowed to drink.
Depending on where you live here in the States, you could get arrested too. And
Really?
yeah, they arrested some guy for not wearing a mask on a public bus.
What?
Well, that's a little distorted. They arrested him for creating a disturbance because the policy of the bus company was that he had to have a mask in order to come on the bus. And he was starting a disturbance. I don't know if he got on the bus with the mask and then he took it off, or he wanted to get on the bus but he didn't have a mask. I don't know what the exact situation was, but basically the way the news presented it, he was arrested for not having a mask.
Yeah, and Dennis is right. That's because I was watching it on Fox News, and the way it was presented, it's because the buses, whoever runs the bus's policy was you had to have a mask to get it to even ride the bus, which in my opinion is okay. But this guy was trying, I don't know. And like Dennis says, I don't know. The story didn't say if he was trying to get on the bus or if he was on the bus and refused to get off the bus or what. Just that he got pulled off the bus by the police and was arrested for not wearing a mask. And the true story is he was creating a disturbance, and that's what they got him for, disturbing the peace. So. Russell Glurum, welcome to the chat.
He's right. Fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of disappointed that Fox News put it out that way because.
Oh, that was Fox. That's right.
Yeah. Because Fox, I don't think Fox News usually does that, but things are changing.
Yeah.
Oh, they.
And the media is half the problem with why drones are looked upon like they are.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing how many people swallow the garbage.
Right.
Blind Neil, welcome to the chat. Actually, I think you were one of the first ones in this morning. I might be wrong. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
The media twist things a little bit.
Yeah, just a
I
bit,
got your
mate.
text, Mel. So that is plain freaky. How'd you do that in such a hurry, Mel?
I just took a picture on my phone and texted it to you. Now you're holding it upside down. See, you're cheating. You're making it look like everybody else is upside down. There you go. Okay.
That is freaky.
You should have made the two Australians on their head, mate.
That's right.
We're down under.
That's true.
See you, Brad.
Brad, you have a good day, brother. Take care.
Now, see, if Dennis would play right and be right side up, I could do that because I could snap that in Photoshop and flip it right quick. You know how easy that would be, Matt.
I did.
Yeah. I guess I could flip Dennis over and then flip you two guys over.
Well, actually, if I go into the settings on my camera and I select USA, my picture automatically flips.
Oh, does it now?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He got you, brother.
No, I was trying to lead him into going on with that. It's like, oh, does it now?
Oh, dear.
Morning, Rick Halber. It's too hard to leave us? Why? They make you laugh that good, huh, Brad?
Some people are easily pleased.
We're such a great comedy team.
Yeah.
Peter, you need your own intro for Peter, Rodney.
Look at Peter's face. His cheeks are a little bit rosier than they normally are, aren't they?
Is he blushing a little bit, or is he?
He's blushing, but it's
What
the
are you
wine
really
that's
watching,
making him
Peter?
blush.
You can fix that. There we go.
Oh, He's got the anti-wine filter. Wow.
Reduce the color intensity a bit. There we go. We're okay now.
Now you're looking a little bit more normal.
Thank you.
Oh, well, man.
Don Joyce is accusing you of wearing makeup.
Must be this stuff.
It's not as much makeup as you.
That was a nice sunrise you had this morning, even though it was already up. It's still pretty out there.
It was beautiful.
Well, I sat down at the computer and I was watching Dennis, and somebody asked if I was going live, and I checked the sunrise and it said 6:41 and it was 6:37. But man, that's kind of tight. So that was the best it was going to be. There was no way to get it. Just couldn't happen. But it worked out.
It did.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And it was weird that the clouds were all in one direction off the side, you know. Everything was clear on the other. I thought, oh, that's kind of strange looking, but yeah, well.
Well,
Yeah, that was the Peachtree City, Georgia side.
I never did hear from Les. I'm worried about him.
He hasn't been live in a few days, has he?
Yeah. I hope he's okay. I know. Last week he said he was fighting with something that he's got, and that he wasn't going to be able to fly. But that was last week, so I don't know. Maybe he's still fighting with it. But
Hey, Gary.
Has anybody seen him in chat, or has he been around at all?
I haven't seen him around at all.
Yeah.
I don't have a way to get a hold of him.
Who is that?
I might have his phone number.
Exploration Obsession.
Yeah, I have his new phone number. At least I thought I did. Joan Bum gave it to me.
Don has a good idea. Maybe you should call the county jail where he is.
Maybe he didn't have a face mask.
That could be true. Try to get on a bus.
Be true. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Rodney.
Yes, sir.
In the private chat here in Streamlabs, I'm going to show you the last 4 digits of the phone number that I have for him.
Okay.
And you can see if that's the same last 4 that you have. Went down to the bathroom and to stream was done.
Probably the stream was done. Went to the bathroom.
No, that's his old number.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have his new number.
I'll
Didn't know he had a new number.
Yeah, he broke his phone, from what I understand.
Hello,
and he had
you.
to get a new phone.
Well, yeah, but you can keep your number usually.
But I don't know what the story is. That's what he told me, is he got a new phone and a new number. So
He told me he wasn't giving Mel the new number, and that's why he changed phones.
Oh, he wasn't giving Mel the number? Okay, well then maybe I shouldn't give
that's
it.
That's why I haven't heard from him yet. That was
I'm
now
gonna put in the whole number because I don't know what you have for area code and prefix. So
well, for me it doesn't matter. I mean that's the number he gave me, and he hasn't given me his new number. So
well, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you his new number, but I don't know what the prefix is.
Well, Dennis might be onto something.
I don't know why you would do that.
That's a little extreme, I think. I think you can block a number on your phone. So.
Well, there's the last four. And
The area code would be the same, right? Unless he chose a different
yeah,
area
it
code.
would probably be, it would be 417.
Yeah, see, that's different than what I had. That's all right. I was just going to say I'll text him, but since you've got his new number, you should text him.
I did.
Oh, okay. See, brilliant minds think alike.
Yep.
Hello, Claude. I don't know who the old people are. You must be talking to somebody.
Drone effects. Morning, Claude.
So, Matt.
Yes, mate.
Someone told me that y'all were talking about me on your live stream a few days ago.
Were we?
And I actually had a chance to tune into one of your lives. So I thought, oh, I'm going to go look. And that's how I found out I wasn't subscribed anymore.
Okay.
Then I was listening to all the carrying on you were doing and talking about people and things. And I'm kind of like wondering, okay, how was I the topic in your live stream?
I can't remember talking about you at all. Did we talk about you?
Some time ago, I guess. Not this last stream, but maybe the one before or the one before that. I'm not sure.
Maybe in the past sometime. Would have been all good though. Would have been all good stuff though.
Recently.
I can't remember talking about. Oh, we talk about all sorts of poo.
Yeah, I know. That's
I'm
what
not
I was
saying-
wondering.
Not saying
How'd you dig so low to
Well, struggling for subjects.
He has a list. Who haven't we put down recently?
What would you be talking? You got me curious now.
Yeah, I don't recall anything recently anyway.
Put it this way, Mel. If you
Look at
actually found the part where we were talking about you, it'd be like a needle in a haystack. And
Good morning.
Not sure if that would make me feel good or bad, Mel.
Welcome to the chat.
Morning, Hugh.
Saigon.
Oh, we got a couple of winos in the group today. Huh?
yeah, mate, don't give me right, mate.
So only Matt is on the wine.
It's what?
Only Matt that's on the wine.
Oh,
It's the rosé.
well, if it wasn't 7:38 a.m., I'd probably join you.
Got to wait till 7:40, eh?
Yeah, 7:45.
At least. Oh, my goodness.
Eagle VP, Keith, welcome.
Hi, Eagle VP. Good morning.
So how are you doing, Rodney? I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you doing with your heart pillow and things?
I am doing good.
Everything what it's supposed to be?
Pretty much, yep. I still get a little pain when I laugh, but I'm out of the tube now.
All right.
So I can.
Well, it's time to go dancing. Speaking of dancing, this young man. Morning, Ron.
Morning, Ron. Ron Elvis.
You can't see him because of his name tag.
Yeah. Got to aim his camera there.
Blue Christmas, Ron.
Keep going down. Put it down a little further on, not as far as you normally put it, but just a little bit. That's it.
So this young boy invites this girl to go to the prom with him, and she says yes. So he figures he has to have a suit, right? So he goes to the place where he can get him a suit, and there's a big line. He has to wait. So he finally gets his suit. And then he figures, well, I got to fill my car with gas because I'm going to take her to dinner and everything. So he goes to get gas in his car. Big line. He has to wait in line. He finally gets his gas. Then he picks her up and takes her to dinner. Great big line at the restaurant. They have to wait in line. Lines everywhere. Everywhere he turns, there's a line. So they get done with dinner. They get to the prom, and there's a line to get into the prom. They finally get inside the prom. They get a table, and he says, "May I get you something to drink?" She said, "Yes, I'd love a punch." He said, "Okay." So he goes over to the table where the punch bowl and everything's set up, and there's no punch line.
You're welcome.
You know, that's got to be one of the best jokes I've heard in a while.
Me too. Me too. I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it.
There's no punchline.
How many people have you told that and they've just looked at you and stared, waiting for the rest of it?
None. Actually, everyone gets it. You know,
Nice.
that's a good thing about that joke. It seems to be, you know, equally whatever.
It's an equal opportunity joke.
There you go. Equal opportunity joke.
You notice Ron's not laughing. He hasn't got it yet. He's waiting for the punchline.
Well, you know these people from South Dakota, they live in a country where everything's slowed down. So slow.
But in 10 minutes' time, when he starts cracking up, you'll know why.
Okay.
So, Ron, how you been doing, brother?
Doing okay. Yep, doing all right. How are you guys?
I'm good.
I'm going to go out and do a little filming today.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Going to do starting my helpful campaign speech for
Grumpies.
Yep.
Hello, Sean.
Morning, Sean.
Morning, Sean. Mr. Crowley's in the house.
Andrew, I don't think that's what she meant.
Oh, dear.
That's a good one.
That was pretty good.
Overdrawn.
Well, Rodney, thank you for the email with the link to come in and visit with you guys. But I think I'm going to drop off and let someone else have a spot and go get me some more coffee.
Yeah,
I said I was going to
I
do
have
that
mine.
for you. I forgot.
I have mine sitting right there.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? This is a bigger cup than the rest of them I got.
That's because it's a full 11-ounce cup.
It
was empty when I sent it to you. But
It was, yeah.
yeah.
It still is. It's just been used.
Whose moustache is that?
Looks like
I had
it was used a few days ago.
I had 3 cups this morning, and that was enough. I'll be good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised at how big they were. So
I like it. It's a nice cup.
yeah, good heavy cup. You know, it'll keep your coffee hot. That's what it's supposed to do, right?
Yep.
They say that the heavier the bottom and the heavier the cup, the longer it'll keep the coffee warm once the cup warms up. So I don't know.
Well,
So that's why I got those big ones.
you know, when I was in the Navy, you could get these wide bottom cups.
Mm-hmm.
And at sea, and if you got them where they got rubber on the bottom,
Yep.
it wouldn't slide when the ship rolled.
Right.
Now those things would keep your coffee hot because it comes up, it funnels up to about this size.
Yep. Or a little smaller, maybe.
Or a little smaller. And
I know exactly what you're talking about. The guy that I learned how to drive truck from had one of those. And he could set it on the doghouse because when I first started with him, he had a cab over. You set it on the doghouse, and going down the road, it wouldn't spill, it wouldn't tip over, and it wouldn't slide off because it had the rubber bottom.
Makes all the difference, mate. That's for sure.
I'm not sure anything will keep Peter from sliding off pretty soon, though, if he keeps up with that Australian coffee.
Oh,
I think it's got a leak in the bottom somewhere. I think it's going down.
Oh man, I hate when that
Oh
happens.
man.
I'll hold him up. Pete.
He's in trouble. All right, guys. Thank you,
all right,
Rod.
Mel, you have a good one, brother.
Great
I'm
to see you, Mel.
Get me another coffee with all this coffee talk I'm gonna.
Hey, I want to say welcome to the chat to Drone Shots, Cardoso Media, and Johnny Drone Flyer, and John Spizo. Good morning.
Kenny, I need your render settings, dude. Mine suck. Mine suck, man. My video sucks. The one I'm putting out tomorrow sucks. It's grainy. It's horrible. It's yucky.
How is that different from your prior ones, Matt?
Oh, there we go. Oh. A bit below the belt there, Dennis. Yeah.
you
I'm getting sick of my.
To do something about it.
I'm getting sick of my shit videos.
Kick a brother when he's down.
Hey?
He's like kicking a brother when he's already down.
Yeah, no kidding.
What did I do?
Seriously, though, you do such an excellent job on your blog-like posts. I really enjoy them.
Oh, now he's trying to make up now. Dennis.
Yeah. I need a favor about Da Vinci. So
hang on. I just got to write another thing down on my list here. Dennis, love lady.
Hey, I want to say welcome to the chat, Drone Pool, FPV, Dan the man, and Washington County News Station, Utah. Welcome to the chat.
Timeless Truths. Welcome.
Oh, Timeless Truths too. Yes.
I'll just answer Kenny here. Well, the only difference is that I upscaled the footage from 1080p to 4K Spark footage from in Premiere. Then I went from Premiere into Da Vinci, did all of my color grading, looked fantastic, and when I render it looks like poo. Terrible.
Wow.
So you've already rendered the video. It just looks bad.
Yeah, dude. What I actually did to save time was I was doing a lot of cuts in this video, so I put it straight into Premiere 1080p footage, right? And I did everything there. It didn't take me long at all. Then I rendered that off to 4K, and then I put it into Da Vinci, cut into Da Vinci, do the scene, color graded everything I needed, looked beautiful. Rendered it, looks terrible.
So it looks terrible because of color or because of frame rates, maybe, or
no, frame rates are fine. The timeline is set to 4K, which the file is now, but very grainy. I rendered a few times and it came out dark as couldn't see anything, so that sucked.
Well, can I ask you? Let me ask you this: did you try doing it in the original 1080p?
Well, then I'd be downgrading the file that's in there.
Well, I'm just saying maybe Da Vinci can't handle a video that's gone from 1080p to 4K.
Oh no, that shouldn't make more. I don't think it'll make any difference because it's recognizing a 4K file. The file that went into Da Vinci was 4K. It was all good, all nice and clear.
So it was good coming out of Premiere.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But I can't do in Premiere what I've done in Da Vinci. It doesn't look as good. Nowhere near as good. So yeah, it sucks. Yeah, that is strange, mate. So the video tomorrow that I'll be putting out, I'm not happy with. So Dennis, your comment stands.
Thanks for the warning there, Matt. I'll make sure I give it a thumbs down.
Yeah, I'll have to do the same.
It's in landscape, Pete. Give me a thumbs up.
No, it doesn't matter.
Thumbs down in advance.
Hey, Peter, you might want to look into that tripod head. You know, I was messing around with that again this morning, and I tell you what, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Just the micro movements, you know, with that knob is pretty substantial. It's pretty cool.
So is that works okay just for stills as well as lining up in stills, is it, or is it video?
I honestly think you could use it for video too, especially if you had a moving subject.
Right.
Because you can sit there and move the knobs, and that knob and nothing. It's like rock steady, and it'll sit there and move, or you just keep turning that knob, and I think you would, get a real super steady footage. If you're doing video as well.
All right, good.
But it's primarily for when you're at a long distance. With that Nikon, here, let me show you.
So while he's gone, Matt, I think Don has a good point. You said Premiere you did at 1080. Was that just the timeline, or was that the output?
No, the timeline was in 4K.
Okay, I thought I heard you say 1080. Sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
I was say this monstrosity here. It's great. It's heavy. It's steady. But as soon as you turn these knobs, the slightest little movement.
Yeah.
And like I said, this thing weighs probably 3 times as much as that. I'm going to keep it. I'll find use for it, but this. I don't know how well you can see this. All right. Oops. There we go. Like I said, just taking this little knob here and just turning it ever so slightly, and you get such fine movement. No camera shake. It's very smooth. Yeah. So, yeah. But so far, I like it. We'll see how it works out. I'm going to try it out today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
2940 by 2160, Matt?
Yeah.
What's that?
2940 or 3940?
Oh, did I write it down wrong?
Probably.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, it's not even close. 3840.
Thank you. Okay.
Bloody red wine. 3840 by 2160. What did I write?
Oh, you're close.
Oh yeah, okay. I was one digit out. Okay, 38. Oh, actually, more than that. It's 2940. Yeah, I got a special computer. This one here. It's got its own stuff going on.
It has its own aspect ratio. Yeah. I can explain to you why it doesn't look right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, 29.97, which is what the Spark is. But just so disappointed. Dude, let me tell you something, Kenny. Let me tell you something right now. Right, when I edit, I'm usually off my nut, so that's no excuse. And probably hence Dennis's comment earlier. It gives me good ideas. So it's not. Yeah, well, actually, it might be. Okay.
Look at Peter. He looks all relaxed with his wine.
Hey, Dan.
Peter's not editing a video.
That's true.
But every render, I've tried to slow the render, speed the render. I've gone maximum render speed. I've taken as long as 1 hour to render it, to no avail. Artistic delirium. Yeah, Brian. It is. It's damn annoying, dude.
So what is it exactly, Matt? Is it just the colors?
It's not clear at all, mate. You know, I've done hundreds of renders and stuff with Spark footage in Premiere Elements and upscaled them to 4K. And I mean, you've seen that footage. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not getting the same result out of DaVinci for some reason.
Do you still have the original video that you said you started in Premiere?
Yeah.
You still have the original?
Yeah.
And why don't you just do it in that?
In Premiere?
Yeah.
Oh, because I can't color grade in Premiere. Well, you can, sort of the HSL, but, you know, whoopee-doo, that's not much. I can't add LUTs and all that sort of stuff, which I've done and spent all the afternoon doing. Looks beautiful, but I cannot render it to make it look like that. See you, Don.
Have a good day, Don. Thank you for being in the chat, brother.
See you, Don.
Not happy.
Well,
I
Matt,
didn't even see Dan come in. Sorry, Dan.
you drone worship.
He's probably got a gut ache again this week, mate. He might have to let one rip. Remember that? Last week he was in his car.
Oh goodness.
Mama. Well, I'm actually going to drop 2 because I'm going to have to. I don't know. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to.
Yeah, you're probably going to end up staying up all night, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. Well, depends. I'll probably fall asleep on my chair like this.
You know, that is something. I do the same thing. If something is frustrating me, I just can't get up and walk off.
Yeah, me too.
No.
I got to stay on it, even if it means staying up all night. It's just, I don't know.
I know, dude. I've got to get out of them. Otherwise, I'll lay there and I'll think about it going, oh, and I won't be able to sleep anyway. So,
yeah, it wouldn't do you any good to try to go to sleep if you're just going to be thinking about it. So you're right.
Set up with nightmares and.
Yeah, dude.
The film
Kenny.
monster.
Same thing, Kenny. Same thing.
Do we need to check in on you in a couple hours or make sure you're okay?
So the Spark is 2997.
Yep.
Did you check the output from Premiere to see if it's 2997?
Sure is. I've checked the original file, which I've exported out from Premiere.
Yeah.
It's taken me all day because I have to recut it basically, but that's okay. But it's taken me all day to stuff around with the color grading and the LUTs that Kenny gave me. Kenny, thanks, mate. So I've got all that. It look really beautiful, you know. And every scene sort of like a different LUT, so I can muck around with it because some have got fog, some's got sun, some hasn't, and there's all different LUTs that I'm using for these things. So it's quite a variety of colors. And it just the first time I rendered it, but that came out at QuickTime. Actually, I didn't put it in MP4. It was the shadows. It was black. You couldn't see anything. That was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll muck around with it. By the end of this bottle, it'll be done. It does look fine in the project, but not on export, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when you finish that bottle, it might look fantastic.
Yeah.
I won't have any issues tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Have I got Kenny on Facebook? Where's my S20? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay.
Is that the S20? Really?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
like it?
This camera, forward-facing camera, 4K, 60 frames a second.
Wow.
Wow.
Who makes that? Is that Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung, mate. Yeah.
You know what really irritates me?
Tell us.
Fleet.
I just bought a 10, Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and 2 months later they were coming out with the 20.
Yeah, I know.
Samsung forget how to count.
I know. Well, it's like the Xbox, mate. What happened there? Xbox 360, and the next one's Xbox One. What?
They don't know how to count past 360.
It did.
What comes after that? If you look at a compass, what comes after 360? Come on.
Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess. If you count by ones.
Brian says I waited too long. He's probably right.
Duke Kaboom. Hey, have you seen that? Have you seen Duke Kaboom?
That was so funny today. That was really funny.
Can I share something with you?
Sure.
Ron.
As long as it doesn't create a copyright violation.
Oh,
No, mate, no volume, no nothing. But what's happened is Kenny sent a. Did he send it in Messenger? Yeah, he did. Sent a he sent a link to the new Toy Story 4. Now, does everyone know what Jim Boyd looks like?
Yes.
Right.
I think I see where this is going.
You got no idea. Oh, you're gonna have to put that other link in there. But anyway, Boys to Men. I've got to have a picture of him with his hair as well, Kenny. That one in the chat's just got the one with Boys to Men. Oh, what was it called? Give me a second, people. Well, what's his name?
Adrian Mateo Drones is in the house. Good morning, Adrian.
Hey,
Night Train. Good morning.
Adrian who? Who was that? Adrian who?
Night Train and Adrian Mateo Drones. You guys remember him? He used to be on that stream a lot.
I remember him from the old days. Yeah, back in the old days. Yeah.
I heard he's quite a supporter of you, Matt.
He was the 100%er. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
he was Matt's water boy.
Oh dear.
He was a whipping post.
Matt, now that I got that new photo program I've been playing with, I can do some cloning, so that Vegas showgirl and Mr. Mustache the whole thing might.
That's fantastic, mate. We need this now.
Those are some awesome pictures you posted the other day, Ron.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a pretty neat program.
The differences between the pictures, especially with the horses.
Oh yeah,
It went from
Great
Plains to plains and mountains.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. All of them were.
I don't like that picture. Yeah.
You still looking for that picture, Matt?
I think he's
got it all.
just giggling.
You got me on the edge of my seat. I can't speak for other people, but Peter probably isn't on the edge of his seat because he's too relaxed.
Man, if I was on the edge of his bed, I'd probably fall off.
Good point.
Computer frozen up.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out that the
Whoa, that was
wines made you
weird.
so talkative, Peter.
Sorry?
Someone pointed out that the wine has made you very talkative.
Yep.
Yeah, I've read a couple of those posts. Yeah. Could be true, actually.
Weird. Now I can't hear anybody. my Premiere Elements just crashed, and so did my DaVinci.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Yeah, your voice has changed too.
Must be
Yeah,
those
it's
settings Kenny sent me.
tinny. It's more tinny than usual.
I actually can't hear anyone. What's going on here?
Well, now we can talk about them.
That's right. Bye. Can you hear us now?
Just check if the sound hasn't changed.
Can you hear us now? Not even looking.
He's not listening.
Not listening.
I don't know what you're saying, but I know it can't be good.
No, it's not.
I'm going to drop this.
And that he's gone completely. He'll be back though, I'm sure.
That was very strange.
So, Ron, where are you going to be heading today to take pictures?
I'm actually heading to the middle of the state. Friend of mine, he's an electrical contractor. He has a really successful business here in town and has a gigantic, beautiful, it's probably close to a $2 million home, kind of in the woods. All of a sudden he decides, I want to raise chickens. So we're going to his aunt and uncle's to pick up some fencing. And I'm just pretty much going along for the ride, but I got some ideas in mind for this South Dakota campaign video.
For the Grumpy Vlogger?
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Well, he put another one up. Rick Halber did one.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I know he's got at least 3. Mel, myself, and Rick, and then whatever you're going to work on. So that'll be 4. I don't know if anybody else has submitted any videos to him, but
It may take me a couple weeks. I have several ideas in mind to put in. I found the music already. Already got the song. It'll be good. Rodney, could I share those pictures with you, with everybody?
sure. Matt sent me the link. Hang on a minute. Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, okay. Share screen. I know some people have already seen these, but let me know when I'm up and running there. Did I hit the right button?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. Like I said, this is just over in Wyoming. But this basically was a click of one button. Went from that to that.
Wow.
Wow.
And then good old George went through the sunset in there, the sky.
Cool.
And the neat thing about, the sun, when you put a sun in, it actually hits lighting on different objects of the picture. Like it's almost real. Like this one here, if you look right here at this part of this log, this is the original. And I think it moved the shadow out a little bit right here. I have to look at that again. No, it didn't. But you see how it kind of lit this up right here?
Wow.
In that second picture?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, that was kind of cool.
It
But
is.
it seemed like it lit more up here in the sand, and yeah. And these eagles here, that wasn't far from my house, but I even added these birds in here.
Yeah, that's really. I really liked the one with the horse. I liked them all. Don't get me wrong, but I really liked the one with the horses.
Mm.
I thought that was just the coolest thing since sliced bread. And on that note, Pusa Studios, good morning and welcome to the chat, brother.
Wow. Hi, guys.
Oops. Let me stop sharing. Thank you, Rodney.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Now,
Ron, what is that application?
Luminar 4.
Oh, okay. I know Luminar.
Steve Carpenter. Apparently, he's had it for a couple years, and the latest upgrade just came up. Duke kaboom!
this is I can't get a bigger picture, but it's Jim. It's Jim.
Sure is. Wow.
That certainly is Jim.
I love the name.
Kaboom. Wow, that's so cool.
Poor Jim, he ain't here to defend himself.
Yeah, well,
He certainly copped the try on Matt's room.
let's see how to. Okay, stop share. All right. Did you have something else you wanted to share?
Oh no.
All right. Did you have? Andrew Puso Studio says it's 1-to-1, Jim. I mean, it is. It's just amazing. The mustache is exactly
That is, yeah.
the same. Hairstyle is the same. Man, Pixar must have used Jim as the model.
You remember when Jim went to CES?
Yeah.
And that was like a trip from where, that whole trip to Vegas, and it took him like 3 days to get home, and then he came home and he was sick, and he was like MIA for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Nobody could get a hold of him. Well, Matt had this theory that he stayed there and was moonlighting as a Vegas showgirl. So, Matt does all these intros for everyone, and
Right.
yeah, so we got some ideas in mind. I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna do a little creative artwork and see what we can come up with.
I hope Matt saw me share that, but that is so funny. Yeah, I think I'm going to look into getting that. What do you call it?
Luminar 4.
Luminar 4.
I think it's neat. The thing of it is so much of it is automatic. It doesn't take you can create layers and masks and work with them. I need a lot more practice with that, but your possibilities are endless. Your creativity is endless. So yeah, that's a lot. And then you can actually take those mountains were preloaded in the software.
Okay.
You can bring your own pictures in and add, to something like that.
Cool.
And somehow the biggest thing about it is its highest feature is known as what they call an automatic intelligence. And like it knows and can see exactly where the skyline comes down and stops. And when you change the sky, it knows right. And then you can also move it, a micrometer or whatever,
Cool.
But for the most part, it does it all on its own. And it has I just discovered this morning, it's got a cloning tool to it. On erase, you can erase objects out of a picture. But yeah, it's got a bunch of preloaded skies, and the sun. You can do just multiple things with it. all kinds of creativity. Bill from Coast to Coast Drones, apparently he's been using it for a while too, and he absolutely loves it. He was talking about it the other night. He's got some pretty neat things he's done with it too.
Cool.
And for the price, can't beat it. I mean, I'm not downing Photoshop, but from what I'm hearing, you guys are paying what, $15, $20 a month to have Photoshop.
Yeah, not me.
And well, I know some people are, but I'm sorry, it does. I think it's better. And I've been I still have Photoshop on my old PC, but yeah, the simplicity of this program is pretty good.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I never got into Photoshop. It seemed so difficult to learn and figure things out. I mean, it was easier for me to learn Premiere Pro than it was to try and learn Photoshop.
Really?
And that's why I like Premiere Pro. I've tried DaVinci and it was beyond me, but I had worked with Premiere Pro years ago when I lived in Texas, when me and my third wife was running a wedding videography service.
Right.
So I was already familiar with Premiere Pro, and that's why it's easier for me. So,
Rodney, do you want me?
Don't sell yourself short, Rodney, but it's just different from other stuff. So there's a whole big learning curve there.
Rodney,
DaVinci?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rodney, do you want me to take a minute or two, just 1 or 2 minutes? I could show you how simple it is. I could share the screen with you if you like.
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah.
So is it a subscription, Ron, or is it a purchase?
No, it's a one and done.
Cool. What's the price?
Steve got me an Easter discount, and I got like the middle of the road package. There's a real basic, I think it's like around 70-ish. And I got the middle of the road package was like around 80. And then there's an additional package that has some kind of an HDR program that the normal price is up around 140.
Well, yeah.
But
still significantly less than a monthly subscription of $15.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say so long to Timeless Truths. Have a good day, brother. And thank you for being in the chats.
See you, Timeless Truths.
I sent the share, Rodney. Okay. Did it come up?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's showing a hawk.
Yeah. So basically, you just go ahead and select a picture of any kind, whatever, and and then you just go up here. Here's all your tools up on the right. You can play around with your temperature, your lighting, your tint, exposure. It has a thing called smart contrast. It's actually pretty good. Play with your highlights and shadows here. And here, if you want to play with your curves, and different, the exposures and curves and stuff, you can play with that. Let me see. I don't want to. And then it has a thing called automatic enhancement, automatic intelligence, and you can, play with that. And all you do is use the sliders to your desired effect. See, look at this. It automatically recognizes that I don't have a sky. Here's the button for automatic sky enhancer.
Oh, okay.
It recognizes that I don't have a sky. That's unbelievable. And then again, you can change things into black and white. Actually the denoise tool is actually, I've used that a couple times playing around. It does pretty good. There's some of the stuff that I haven't played with yet. It has a vignette tool if you want to use that. And then you come into your where you can pick your see, it automatically recognizes I don't have a sky. That's wild. But and then you can put in a sun, in other words, place here. I place the sun right where we want to put that. We'll put it right here. And
Wow, look at that.
yeah.
That's
And again, you can. Isn't that neat? Like I said, your possibilities are endless. It actually has a LUTs. Where is it? Yeah, it has a whole. Look at the amount of LUTs in here you can use. Just a whole gamut of those. This mystical, I haven't. Not really sure what it does yet. Again, I'm still learning.
So are those actually LUT files, Ron,
Yeah.
that you could actually export into, or export from there and import into another app?
If I understand correctly, you can use this program as a standalone, or you can use this entire program as a plugin to another photo editing program. Again, I'm not going to do that, so I didn't read much up on it, but I remember reading something about it. You can put fog into it,
Wow.
Yeah. And again, you can play around with that. There's just, like I said, the creativity and the abilities are pretty endless. And like I said, you can go up to, again, work with different layers. You can add as many layers as you want and work, with that. It's a crop tool. You can actually erase things. You can do a cloning tool, which is pretty cool. Like if I wanted to clone something, it's preparing it. I don't know whether it's and like if I wanted to clone this here, I would click on it there and then come up here, as you can see, and add, clone a different part of the picture, into it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So I said the possibilities are pretty endless. Like I said, I've only had it 3 or 4 days, and all right, how do I get out of this now? But anyhow, that's just a rough overview of it. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like it. For the price, can't beat it. No. And I created those photos in the first hour of playing with it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And those were cool too. I really like those. Well, fellas, we've been on for almost an hour and a half. We got about like 7 minutes left.
Yeah. Well, I got to head out to Grumpy's Bar and Grill. Well,
man.
Well, you guys have a great day. And
You too, Ron. Thanks.
Yeah,
was a
thanks for sharing
good
that,
tour.
Ron. I think I'm gonna look into that.
Check with Steve. I know he gets a lot of emails and stuff from them, and I think he said he gets frequent discounts. I think he got that discount for Easter, but I don't know how much it is up there. I wouldn't think it'd be too much more than what I paid, but I think it was like a 10 or 15% discount. But it's worth it though.
Well, discount's a discount, right?
Pardon me?
A discount is a discount.
Discount's a discount. Yeah. Well, Peter, you need to keep an eye on your Australian brother to make sure he's okay today, between his video going to pot and then his computer crashed.
I'm sure he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Those two things could be related.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So guys, everybody have a great day.
You too, Ron.
Ron.
Be safe.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Have a great day, man. Give us some good pictures.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye, Ron.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and end this, guys.
Okay.
All right.
You all, thank you both for being in here, and everybody. I mean, always appreciate it.
Thanks for allowing us in.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome. Sometimes I worry about you, Dennis, but you've been okay. Oh, I did want to tell you, I am so glad that you got your thing fixed, your network.
Oh, that's yet to be determined, though.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I couldn't stream with the iPad today. I'm not sure. I mean, the signal was. I can't believe I was streaming on Cell's signal today, but maybe I was.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
what I'm going to do is try streaming on Cell only for sure, and see if it's as good, because normally it's not. I don't know. Maybe the iPad just needs a reboot. Could be.
that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
So.
But my feeling is that the network is significantly stronger than it's ever been before.
Well, it certainly seems to be working better, no doubt. So
Yeah. So, well, I'm on the iPad right now, though, so there's that. But
yeah.
whatever. Anyway, I don't know.
Well, I wanted to mention it to you this morning and totally forgot.
No, it's fine.
So
Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, if it's not resolved, it will be soon. But
well, good deal.
I had to gather a lot of evidence and show us these specific problems that I was having. And oh, yeah, for that, just do. 5 minutes, I was, up and running.
Yeah, that's the way it usually works out too.
Look what happened in only 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Wow, that bad, huh?
It was. You can land a helicopter there now.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could sell a ship on Pete's head.
What? Oh, hey, settle down.
All right, guys.
Okay.
You guys take care.
You too, man. Thanks
Thanks
again,
so much.
Dennis.
All right. Bye, Rodney.
Bye, Peter. You take care, brother. You guys be good.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody in the chat. Thank you for being in the chat. Hope you enjoyed the show as much as we liked bringing it to you. Hope you all have a great weekend, and y'all take care. Be safe, and we'll see you next Saturday on Saturday Morning Coffee with Rodney and Friends. Y'all, God bless. Love y'all. Bye. See you, Pete.